All by myself down here today for a while anyway. Jake called and said he's gonna be late, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump in until he gets here. He'll be about 30 minutes or so. I did want to share this one little tidbit of information with you. I'm on the Chattahoochee River. The Chattahoochee is a name given to the river by the Indians, North American Indians, and supposedly it stands for painted rocks. And if you look at these rocks here, you can see why how they came up with that name, and they're pretty cool. Beautiful rocks. All right, let's get in the water. Well, I just floated over a camera, not a GoPro, it's a Fuji, I believe. Don't know if it's waterproof, but we're gonna find out. I've only been in water for like 5 minutes. There's Jake. We'll grab his camera real quick. He hasn't got in the water yet. Yeah, this little Fuji camera. I don't know what that other thing was that I tried to grab. It's kind of sharp though, so I had to let go of it. But I'm gonna go back down and look because it was different. Something weird. Huh? Little camera. Yeah, I mean it's waterlogged. It's not good, but there'll be some video or pictures on it I could use. I hope. Oh man, from right over here, if you can dive down about 10 feet, it's huge schools of them. Right in there. Catch him? Yeah, that's the guy I saw on the other side. We're in Alabama a few minutes ago. All right, go down. Let's go down and see what the other thing is. Hey, I'm learning one lesson though, is I have to get a knife for this type of stuff on these rivers. This line is everywhere. I think I tangled with my leg. I don't think I could break it if I had to. Definitely have to get a knife. Glad you could join me this afternoon.
Man, I'm glad to come out here. It's a beautiful day.
It is perfect.
Getting out water. It's hot out here.
Yes, I think it's a little more murky today than it was yesterday.
Yeah, it rained a lot yesterday, and usually right after it rains, it gets a little murky.
Yeah, it's a little murky. A lot of people searching today.
I know, what's up with that?
I told you what was up with that.
I put a location in my videos, and everyone's coming out here.
That's like the #1 faux pas of treasure hunters.
Yeah.
People get so mad at me when I won't tell them where I am, but that's why.
Yeah, I always put a location just because I thought it'd be kind of fun to get more people out here and enjoying it. And I guess I can see the downsides now. People are going to find my treasure. Yeah,
well, they'll give up. After this year, they'll give up. But
you should have seen it though. When I first got here, dude, right here, thousands of lures. It's insane. I was like the first person. They probably thought I was really creepy. Like, they probably thought it was just weird going out here. It was awesome.
Well, we still do.
Hey. Did you bring scissors with you?
Enough for that. Well, if I was a sinker collecting man, this is a good spot here. I'll show you. Hold your breath. Check this out. So, does that remind you of the Doomsday Machine? It does me. And if you're old like me, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or sinkers. some type of little lid down here. It's kind of weird. It's copper. I think it's what they call a lid to a wheel or hubcap. It's a neat little catfish down here. He lives in a tire. Let's go look. Lived in a tire. That scared him that time when I first saw him. He didn't actually see me. He wasn't afraid of me at all because he didn't know I was there. Well, an hour later, I found it again. I guess it's some type of little music thing. I reckon. Here come the Raptors and the GoPros and the diamond rings and the gold rings, which are actually better than the diamond rings because you can actually sell a gold ring. Diamond rings you can only trade normally. Don't tell them that. I want you guys to listen when I go underwater here. You can hear like a tapping noise, like something knocking rocks on rocks, and I think it might be fall fish, but I'm not 100%. But listen, I mean, this isn't the noise that the camera's making. It's actually the noise I'm hearing in my own ears that's coming from out there somewhere. Listen. And that's not the camera noise, that's actually what I'm hearing in the water. This is the gold in this river. Jeez. Look at the lead. Yeah, you can make some money pretty quick collecting these things up, just for the scrap value. Well, that's something I can actually use. I'll save those. Yeah? Yeah. Second chance for a catfish.
Well, I kind of doodled it, not really. I got him.
That's awesome.
I saw him down there and I was like, oh!
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. That guy fishing up there, he is mad. Boy, you get back across that river. You don't come over here, I'm fishing. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I can't argue with him, though. He throw rocks at us, I'm sure. A zip line. Day's almost over and I have my first pair of sunglasses. Well, I guess those are prescription glasses probably. First pair of the day, third pair of the trip here. But we're not done yet. Oops. That was my arm, I swear. We're right under the zip line. Who would have thought? Drop some treasures, my preciouses. Sweet, sweet zipline treasure. I don't have anything to cut that line with, so I can't get any of that stuff at all. Even the nice lures on there. This is my new best friend, river friend. I'm teaching him how to snorkel and use a mask. Are you learning anything from the Aquachigger? Yeah, see, you were real talkative a minute ago. As soon as I turned the camera on, you can get talkative. What happened?
I found a penny from 1994.
Yeah, see, you found some treasure. You did good.
Well,
So what's your find today?
bunch of lures, man. I'm over here cleaning them all up. He tells me he doesn't do that for you guys, all right? And I'm an overachiever. I'm like a perfectionist, so gotta make sure everything's nice and clean.
He is, and it was amazing because what he did, he took a little pair of scissors and he trimmed everyone up. He patted them, got all the dirt, made sure all the little ruffles were going the right way. Every single lure. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
He's gonna lay them out though. It's gonna look good. There's some really pretty ones there too. That's a nice one.
Man, I should actually lay them out this way.
And you should hurry because there's a big thunderstorm coming. Yeah, we probably have a half an hour.
No, we didn't.
But that's probably not going to be enough time for you, is it?
Probably not. I'm trying to hurry.
Oh, God. I have like 3 lures, I think. That's about it. One of the problems I found was that the lures were often, well, you'll see in the video, were tangled up horribly in
You didn't
the
have
fishing
scissors.
line. And I didn't have
I
scissors
was
or a
going to
knife.
town. I'm like,
And it was a lot of work, too. I looked at the turtles. I got lots of shots of turtles. Alright, we'll be back here in a minute. If the storm doesn't get us. It's like every day, isn't it?
it is, man.
Every day. It is horrible. Look at that thing. The thing is, too, it's like the jig. The jig is
Stick your fingernail.
Oh no!
Do
no.
it.
No,
Do it.
no. The thing is, the jig looks so happy. It's nice and bright and looks like it's smiling.
Oh, man.
But look, it's like it's diseased. Oh God, it's horrible. That is hideous.
Yeah, it's gross.
It really is.
Hey, it's going to be a while, man.
You don't have time for that, do you? It's cool looking though.
Dude, it's like,
God, that thing's pretty too. Look at that one.
that one is a cool one.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that is cool.
This looks like a bigger version of that little kind of.
That's quite the haul.
Yeah, it is. Almost done. And
He's done. He's all set up.
yeah.
Tell me about it.
Alright guys, we have a whole bunch of fishing lures. And I think he found some of the cool stuff. Got a nice camera. There's like an SD card on here, so you already know he's gonna be
Sweet.
creeping. He's gonna be like, I would do that. Little nice anchor. That's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
look at that anchor, man.
Honestly, the best find of the day probably has to be, for me, I think it's an anchor that you found. Look at these sunglasses. What else we got? A lot of fishing lures. Everyone here uses like these flukes right here. And that's pretty much what we always find. But found some nice little crankbaits.
Yeah, you got some beautiful ones there.
Found a knife. I'm pretty sure someone got murdered with this, and the guy chucked it in the river.
Murder weapons. They're always murder weapons, right?
I don't know what in the world this thing is, but it's actually pretty heavy.
That's a toy, isn't it?
You think?
Yeah, handlebars to like a, yeah, a little, no, little like a Hot Wheel thingy. What do they call those things?
I don't know, but
I think
legit.
like handlebars, a little kids thing. I think. Oh shoot!
I'm not too sure what this thing is. Maybe something to do with fly fishing.
About the right size.
Yep.
Well, you know, we did awesome. We found a lot of stuff. Let me do this real quick. You're worse than I am. Hey, I just want to thank this guy for showing me around down here.
No problem.
It was
Anytime.
it was so much fun. It
A lot
really
of fun.
was. Yeah, and
Honestly, it was a blast showing you around because I watch this guy all the time, dude. I was like starstruck. I'm like, oh my god, that's Aquachigger right there. Like, whoa, I'm all
now that he
stuttering.
knows me, he's like, God, that guy's a dweeb.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Thanks,
fun.
man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Glad you're still with me. I have to tell you a little story about something that happened when I was down there visiting with Jake, or DALLMYD as he goes by on YouTube. In one of the scenes in this video, Jake swam down about 15 feet underwater, and there was a catfish that had been hooked, and the line was tangled up around a tree or something, so Jake rescued it, and I got that on video. You can see Jake getting the hook out of its mouth, and the catfish was grunting. I think I may even have captioned, the catfish is talking. And right about that time, there was another scene where I pan over to the shore, and there's this big fat guy over there, and he's like yelling at Jake, get it back across that river, boy, I'm fishing here, I kind of made fun of him a little bit, maybe on video, but not in real life. You should always give the fisherman the right of way when you're on the water. I think it might even be the law, because the fishermen have paid the state for a license to be there and fish. We're just swimming, we're snorkeling, we're doing whatever we're doing. We're not paying the state to be there, so you always have to give them the right of way. So anyway, we decided that we would leave. So I swam over to the shore where Jake was sitting on a rock waiting for me. And I got over there, and he's like, hey, Bo, guess what? You'll never guess what happened. I'm like, well, what happened, dude? He's like, well, I was swimming, and I got another fish, and it had a hook in its mouth. And, I got the hook out, and it swam off, and, everything was groovy. And he said it was one of those little, sunfish. It was like a little bream. He called it a bream, but it's a sunfish, like a bluegill or something. And as he was telling me this story, okay, I'm looking across the river to the big fat guy that was yelling at us 10 minutes before. He picks up this fishing rod, this great big fishing rod, right? And on the end of the fishing rod, on the hook, he has a little sunfish, right? He's using them for bait. So he whips it out in the river, right where Jake had been, and it sinks to the bottom, of course. So what Jake did, unknowingly, is he found the guy's sunfish on the hook that he was using for bait, and he unhooked it. Served the guy right, didn't it? The big fat guy. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Thanks a lot, Jake, DALLMYD. I really appreciate you hunting with me for the last couple days. See you later, alligator.